Hello everyone, my name is Barnickson and welcome back to the new Eriador server. I managed to find a cave, so let's go kill some mobs. from that caving session, we managed to kill 30 mobs, which pales in insignificance compared to how many mobs we've killed in total. Looking at our statistics, we scroll down, we can see that we have 53 deaths, which is quite a lot, but considering that we've killed almost 3,000 mobs, I'd say that's a quite acceptable kill-death ratio. Some of the other interesting statistics here is how many times we've been killed by each of the mobs. We can see that the skeleton is definitely the most deadly of the mobs so far. We've never been killed by a spider, so let's try and keep it that way. And apparently we've killed 4 bats. Okay, I didn't know that. So, I'm here at the double XP spawner farm. And I'm thinking we use these bones for our project today. So I'm just going to take all of these bones, head back to the farm area, and I'll meet you there. And it would appear that we have a chest here waiting for us. Thank you for helping with the roof, Jacobok. Let's see what's inside. Ah, nice little diamond and iron gift for us for helping with his roof. I'm going to put these bones away. Thank you, Jacobok, for the gift. Diamonds are always accepted. Let's just put this stuff away. Down here we have our wood, and in this chest we have our valuables. As you can see, I've been mining quite a bit. We have 47 diamonds right now, and quite a lot of gold as well. And I think we also have another gift waiting for us up here on the ship. There is a gift that's been left by Java Dad. I haven't looked inside yet, so I'm not quite sure what it is. A gift from JD's Butcher Shop, so I'm guessing it's some meats. Yes, so we have eggs, feathers, and some raw chicken, raw beef, and raw mutton. I think I'll just take those straight away and go and cook them up. Today we're going to be upgrading 2 of our farms and adding a new one as well. We're going to be upgrading this cocoa bean farm, making it almost fully automatic. We're going to be using the bone meal that we have from the double spawner XP farm. And we're also going to be using the bone meal to upgrade this cropland area. We're going to be tearing all this down and then building a small nano farm. And then we also got some pumpkin seeds from the spawners, the chests by the spawners. And we're going to be using those to make a pumpkin farm as well. So we can then make pumpkin pie. And we also got beetroots from a chest by the spawner. So we can make beetroot soup, and we can also eat beetroots as well. So that's 3 more food items to add to our wall. And I'm also going to add the golden carrot and the golden apple, because that's also something that we can eat. So I'm just going to get cracking and tearing this down. Thankfully we now have silk touch, so we don't have to lose the glass anymore. So I've now cleared the cropland area that we used to have right here. We have quite an open space. We'll have to think about something for a floor design or something else that we want to do with the floor. The plan is that I'm going to put a pumpkin farm right here and a nano farm right here. As I said, this cocoa bean farm, it will be the same size, except I'll bring it forward a bit more, so I think it will be flush with the wall. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, I'm going to make a start on this pumpkin farm. I'm going to try and build it on camera. We'll see how that goes. So I've been gathering up some materials for what we need to build the pumpkin farm. We're going to be making use of the slime balls that we found in the last episode. Let's try and build it, like I said, on camera. So I'm going to be building this from memory. So this is very likely to go wrong, but we shall see. And then we'll see if we have the ocean falling down. Yeah, we do. And then what we need is, yeah, the water's going to come in there. Destroy this one. Whoops, I'll get that back later. I'll put it back later. We just, this is why I don't build on camera, because everything just goes wrong. Rail has gone into the chest. Let me find, they went into the chest. That's not a good thing. Ah, big fail. I hope the water isn't going to come in. Let's take a risk, and it did. Yeah. Hopefully the... Yep, the water's moving the minecart. That's supposed to power, but of course I destroyed the block where the torch is supposed to be. Wow, this is not good. If we just throw a couple of... Yeah, that's supposed to be collecting... F***ing hell. Oh god, there's water everywhere. And there's the water again. Oh, there has to be redstone on top of... Oh, I don't think I've failed as hard as this before. I was placing minecarts without the hoppers. Apparently once you break a minecart hopper, the hopper and the minecart get separated. That's not our way in. Whoops, I destroyed the hopper as well, and the minecart hopper. This is a f***ing disaster. Oh no. Not upside down stairs. See, this, again, is why I don't build on camera. Because I make so many mistakes, it's absolutely insane. So building on camera is definitely not one of my strong points. As you saw in those highlights, there was a lot of mistakes made. But the design is now finished. I'm very happy with the way it looks. Just like a small hole here in the corner. And now we'll have access to pumpkins, so we can add pumpkin pie to our wall once we get some pumpkins from here. The system is very simple. There's a sticky piston behind that block. Oh, there goes the sugarcane farm. Which just harvests the pumpkin once it grows. And I have water here to hydrate the farmland area. And we have some redstone torches with redstone above so that the piston is powered once we have a pumpkin growing. So pretty simple design. And you see the black thing here is the minecart hopper. So moving on to the next farm we're going to build, it's going to be the Nano farm. Instead of me trying to record it live on camera and commentating that, I think we're just going to switch to a time lapse. And the same for the cocoa bean farm. We're just going to do that in a time lapse, and then I will talk about how the systems work after we're done. And the upgrades to our farms are now complete. We have the cocoa bean farm over here by someone called Qeth. I'll put the link to his tutorial in the description. We have the Nano farm here by MrSoizes. Again, I'll put the link in the description. And as I said before, we have the pumpkin farm over here by Xisumavoid. If you look in the chest, you can see that it's already working. We're getting a couple of pumpkins. Not so many, like I said, not very efficient, but again, it doesn't really matter. I also put this big painting here because it fit quite nicely in this 4x3 wall. It's either this painting or the Donkey Kong painting, so I went with this one. The pumpkin farm and the Nano farm fit quite nicely in 1x2, 1x3 area. Obviously behind the scenes it's a bit bigger. As you saw in the time lapse for these two, it's simple designs. We have 3 dispensers here. They're all filled with bone meal. Then we have a hoed farmland area here. 3 redstone dust on top of here. Redstone torches on either side of these. And that creates this torch burnout type system. I'm not quite sure what you call it. And here I made room for a chest where we have all the things that we can grow in this nano farm. So if we, for example, take some beetroot seeds, all we have to do is go up close and just hold down right click, and we're getting a ton of beetroots and some seeds back as well. We'll try that for a different material. Let's try with carrots. Come up here, make sure it's a green light. Sometimes you have to try twice. Yeah, there we go. And you see we're getting a ton of carrots now. So turn that off because it's quite noisy. It goes through bone meal quite quickly. You see these are all full stacks. But good thing we have the double spawner XP farm so that we have a ready supply of bone meal. Over here we have 2 dispensers, again filled with bone meal. And I put a hopper in here to catch the cocoa beans, and this piston just moves up and down if we turn the switch. It's a pretty slow clock. It's probably not the most efficient cocoa bean farm in the world, automatic cocoa bean farm in the world, but it's the only one that I could find that didn't use a comparator. And I like the compact design very much, so if we just test it out, flip the switch and then point at this block, and then it's supposed to... Okay, maybe the delay is not quite enough. There we go. Maybe there's a bit of lag on the server, so we have to put a bit more delay on this one. But as you see, we are getting cocoa beans. The cocoa bean is planted, and then the dispensers dispense the bone meal, grow the cocoa bean, and then the piston moves up and down and harvests the cocoa beans. So that's it for that one as well. And with the new pumpkin farm and these beetroot seeds that I found in the spawner chests, we are now expanding our food items that we can make. With the pumpkins, we can now make pumpkin pie, and we can eat the beetroot raw, or we can make beetroot soup. And I also added a golden carrot and a golden apple. So the only things we're missing now are melons, rabbits, and rabbit stew. And one more thing is the chorus fruit. You can actually eat that and it restores your hunger. It doesn't poison you. So I think we've done pretty well in this episode to expand and upgrade our farms. All that's missing now is we have now this big floor space down here. So I need to think of some kind of pattern that we can put in here. Here's the final floor design that I went with. I put some orange stained glass on top of some lava with chiseled stone bricks around the sides and furnaces and workbenches, and I scattered some cracked stone bricks around the place as well, just to give it a bit of variation. It doesn't have quite as much depth as I wanted. I tried putting in some stairs, but it didn't really work out. I would have to change the whole level of the floor around here, and I don't think that's really going to work, but this, I think it's okay. I'm quite happy with it. I think I'm going to head down to the double spawner XP farm. But that's it for today's episode. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.